4 matchups. The Elite 8 in the NFL is set up. Who are going to be the difference makers? Who are the X factors in those games that are going to decide who is playing for a conference championship in 7 days' time? Well, I'll tell you. Let's talk some National Football League here on a Thursday. So, the NFL Divisional Round is here, and with it comes some big performances over the years, and some big performances that are needed if their team is going to advance to the conference final. So today, going to go through each matchup and look at who are the X factors for that game. And we're going to go in chronological order here. Buffalo against Denver first. I think the X factor in this one, this was the easiest one to come up with, probably. Like, I was typing these out, put all the games in, and before I even got to the next one, it was just Buffalo/Denver, boom, Keon, Coleman. No question. Buffalo's beat up a wide receiver. You have Superman as your quarterback. Coleman has an opportunity to burst out of the doghouse he has found himself in for a lot of the season and show everyone what he can do. I am a big believer in the talent of this kid. I have been a fan of his for a while, and that's why I made him a breakout star at the beginning of the season. Probably one I would like back at this particular time, because it has it. If this is a breakout season, he's really waiting a long time to break. But he still can. I still think there's a talented receiver in there for the Bills. Buffalo needs him now. With everything they have going on at receiver, and with the high-level secondary that the Denver Broncos can provide, and with the pass rush that the Broncos can bring, this is someone that Josh Allen needs to get open, and needs to get open quickly, and make the plays when he has to. If he doesn't, Buffalo's not winning this game. The Bills are not winning a knockdown, drag it out, grind it out type of a game against this Denver Broncos team. So they need Keon Coleman to be that offensive difference maker for them in the passing game here in the divisional round. And I think he can. Like, I'm a big believer in the kid, and maybe this is I need to give up on him sort of a thing, but I really do think that he is going to be able to break out in this matchup. Next, we have the Seahawks taking on the San Francisco 49ers, and for me, the X factor in this one is the San Francisco pass rush. Again, a significant amount of injuries, 2 significant players happening over on San Francisco's side. They are outmanned in this game. They probably aren't as good of a football team as Seattle is, even when everybody's healthy. But now especially, they're behind. So what they need now is to put pressure on Sam Darnold. We said before, Sam Darnold can handle only one of the two, of a really good pass rush and pressure on the quarterback, or real-life pressure from the stakes of the game. He can't handle both. He cannot have a good performance in a game that means a lot when there's a lot of pressure in his face. So San Francisco needs to get that pressure on Sam Darnold and maybe even sell out on it a little bit. JSN's going to beat you down the field if you're rushing 3 or if you're rushing 7. So I think you've got to get in Darnold's face, make him make mistakes, try to keep this game close, and let Brock Purdy do what he does in these types of situations with Christian McCaffrey. I was going to then list the rest of the players that they have. That's basically it. You need Juwan Jennings to make some catches down the field as well, and Robinson to have the breakout game that he had from a game ago. But that pass rush has to be a difference maker in this game. They have to be in Sam Darnold's face. They're going to need... It's crazy. They're going to need this to be probably a bit of a lower scoring game because of the injuries they have and how good that Seattle defense is. They're going to need to keep this game probably low and close all throughout the day, and the only way they're doing that is if Sam Darnold is making a lot of mistakes, and you can make him do that by getting a pass rush into his face. I'm interested by this one. I wish everyone was healthy because I think it'd be a better matchup, but the injuries really hurt it. Obviously. Up next, the Texans taking on the New England Patriots. And I think the X factor in this game, this was the second obvious one. It's Will Campbell for the Patriots. he was getting beat pretty consistently by the Chargers in the wild card round. Drake May was really good, and they were able to survive that. These are different pass rushers, though. If Danielle Hunter is blowing past you, that's a little bit different than what the Chargers had at this point in the season. That is the only hope that the Texans have, I think, in this one, because of some of the issues they have on the offensive line. CJ Stroud did not look good in the wild card round. If he can be the quarterback that I believe he can, then this is going to be maybe a bit of a closer game. But if Drake May has time to stretch the field and pick up some of those big plays, then this is not going to be a good day for the Houston Texans. And conversely, if May is constantly under pressure, constantly having to scramble around and try to make some plays, this is too good of a secondary to be making desperation throws against. It's too good of a secondary to be trying to scramble around and make a couple of big plays on. They're going to hit you, and they're going to hit you really hard. So they need Will Campbell to hold up on that blind side, keep Drake May protected, and allow him to have the explosive plays that this offense really does thrive in. This is, I think to me, this is probably the most intriguing matchup of the divisional round. Last up, we have the Rams taking on the Bears, and the X factor from this is the Bears linebacking core, the Rams linebacking core. Bears is going to be important too, with how much Matthew Stafford likes to attack the middle of the field with, and how much success they had against Carolina in attacking the middle of the field with the tight ends there and everything else. But the Bears were able to get a lot of success with Loveland and creating a lot of opportunities with the tight end. This is a pretty athletic group of linebackers on the Rams side. If they can limit what Loveland can do, then it takes away a pretty reliable passing target for the Bears. And the other big part of it too is they're probably going to be manned with charging in at Caleb Williams a lot, blitzing, as the actual football lingo would go. But they're going to be that's going to be a big part of what they are looking to do. So if they can either get to him, or what I think is going to be really important, even when you're coming in on the rush, you have to keep contained on Caleb Williams. He has made some really good throws, obviously. Like he's really good. He's really talented. But when he gets really dangerous is, again, when he's outside the pocket, scrambling and creating with his legs. If the Rams can try to keep him as a pocket passer, if we're going pocket passer for pocket passer, the Rams got the better one. So this linebacking core is going to be key for kind of locking those guys in and trying to keep everything really bottled up for Los Angeles and Chicago there. So those are the players that I think are going to have the biggest hand in deciding this NFL Divisional Round weekend. What about you? Was there someone that I'm completely missing on? Was there something I'm completely wrong on? Who do you think is going to decide this playoff round? Let me know, either in the chat if you're watching live or in the comments if you are watching after the fact. Also, I think we're having some fun hanging out, chatting live today, or if you're watching after the fact, I think some pretty good football talk here. Share it with your friends. We're trying to grow the channel. Really need to grow this channel and need to grow it quickly. So the best way to do that, the best way you can help me out is hitting that share button and sending it out to some of your football fan friends, and we can keep that conversation going. I love the people that we have in the chat all the time. I just wish we all had more people to talk football with. So hit that share button and we can get that going. Because, yeah, like I said, really need to start growing this one a little bit more here.